I'm Victoria Garrick, and I am honored to be a game changer.
You're a founder, a content creator, a podcast host, the list goes on and on. Let's start back at the University of Southern California. Not only were you a Division I athlete, you were the libero on the women's volleyball team at USC, and you played in every match for 4 years. When you think about your collegiate career, what are you the most proud of?
Looking back on everything, it still feels surreal. I think you spend so much time, especially as a young athlete, dreaming of doing something and playing in a certain uniform and having that experience. And then you wake up one day and it's like all behind you. And I think I look back and I hold those memories really close to my heart. And there were good times and bad times, but all of it really helped shape me into who I am today. So it's really special to think back on it.
Now, your athletic career and your collegiate career launched your professional career and what you're doing today. How did that spot in your life and that time in your life inspire your future?
That kind of started when I was going through my own existential crisis. I went from this confident girl who was a walk-on that earned a starting spot to being in the locker room. My eyes are welling with tears, hands are shaking, just feeling like I am a total imposter. I felt like, how am I good enough to be here? And then when I went out on the court, just terrified of the ball coming to me, of me making mistakes. And I thought, okay, I'm not going to tell anyone about this because it's going to make me look weak. My coach won't trust me, won't put me in. My teammates, the same thing. So I kept it to myself. And then my sophomore season, all that anxiety I'd lived with for such a long time that now I kind of just fell into a place where I was just numb as I went through that, and then eventually sought the help, which was hard. It's a whole other thing. But once I did reach out and seek that help, I started to understand what I had went through and that it was actually completely normal. And it was something that happens to a lot of athletes. Then I became empowered to deliver a TED Talk, and that then gave me my voice and, helped me reach a community of athletes that I don't think I otherwise would have.
Why did you decide to give back in the way that you do?
It honestly didn't feel like a decision, like calculating how can I become this and do this thing. It really was, why is no one talking about this? Mental health, either it is a loved one that you know or it is you. How is there nothing online? How are there no conversations? When at the time I was going through my mental health issues, this was back in 2015, 2016, you couldn't find the conversation around athlete mental health that we're seeing now. And so that was my why at the time, was we have to talk about this because I know how isolated I feel and I don't want anyone else to feel that way.
One of the things that I know you're really proud of, and that's incredible, is the Hidden Opponent. Can you tell me a little bit about what that is?
Yes. So the Hidden Opponent is the nonprofit that I founded, which raises awareness for student athlete mental health and helps educate, support, and provide community for any student athletes. And the name The Hidden Opponent actually was the title of my TED Talk. And so that's why it's special to me to bring it over. And it really just means everyone has someone they're competing against or they're fighting or they're battling, but it's not always the person on the other side of the net, the person in the other color jersey. Oftentimes we have a hidden opponent, and it's really about bringing that to the surface. And so it's been really special to see that community grow and all the student athletes who are a part of it and the people that work every single day to make it what it is. And so I couldn't be more grateful for that community and the way that it's been received.
Well, you're a game changer to so many, I think, athletes, non-athletes, all in the same. What does it mean to you to be a game changer?
I think being a game changer just means having an effect, whether it is small, medium-sized, large, just having some effect on a person, an environment, a team, a group that then sends it on a different trajectory. And so I think when we think about game changers, and when we think about in life, what we want to do, people can get caught up with, I have to change the world, I have to do all these amazing things. That's overwhelming. I know that's overwhelming. I think it is enough to, whether it's a conversation, whether it is something you say to someone or that you do for them, that then changes the trajectory of their life. And so I think that's being a game changer, is just causing a ripple that then sends someone else on their own journey to change.
Who is someone that you came across, whether it was your athletic career or not, that was a game changer in your life?
Without a doubt, I think my game changer is Nicole Davis. She is a former USC volleyball player. She's a 2-time Olympic medalist. I met her through my freshman year when she was volunteer coaching. And I was like, teach me everything. I want to learn from you. And I thought she would teach me so much about how to play volleyball, but she has taught me so much more about life, who I am as a person, all those things that go beyond sport. I think sport is a passageway to these answers and to discovering these things about yourself. And so Nicole has had such a tremendous impact on me, my sports career, my life. I don't know where I would be if she did not change the game for me.
If you could give one piece of advice to a young athlete who dreams of playing volleyball at the Division I level, or any sport at the Division I level, what would that piece of advice be?
That the only person you need to believe in yourself is you. And whether it was middle school, high school, just hearing comments or being told I could never be good enough, I would let any athlete know that if you're hearing from someone that you can't do something, at the end of the day, it just matters if you can do it. And then of course, you got to follow that up with hard work, with reps, with putting in the time, with putting in the effort. But I think the first key component is you just have to believe in yourself and kind of tune out any negativity or voices that tell you you can't.
Well, thank you so much for taking the time to sit down today. I appreciate everything that you shared.
Thanks.